What's up, everyone? Welcome back. We are live again because you know what? Today does not stop.
No, it would never stop.
Today does not stop. The Eternal Crusade will continue. We're coming at you live.
The crusade will continue until morale improves. Until heresy improves.
All right. Glory to the First Legion. Games Workshop has dropped 5 Space Marine indexes on us today. They are covering the 5 unconventional, maybe codex adjacent chapters that we all know and love. We are going to be reviewing all 5 chapters in 5 videos. As a matter of fact, this is our second one. Yes, the First Legion took second seat to the Blood Angels, but until
First Legion in all of our hearts.
First Legion in our hearts. But until I get a Dark Angel tattoo, Jack gets a little bit of overrule there.
God, I do love the trump card of a tattoo. It's great.
So we are really, really excited for this. We're going to be talking about the Dark Angel Index in this video. And if you are excited about Space Wolves, Black Templars, Death Watch, don't worry, we are too. We have videos for all of those armies coming up later today. We're just going through them one at a time to make it a little more digestible than doing a 5-hour-long video about every chapter. Also, we need snack breaks.
Yes, a little bit.
So, Space Marines now and forever. We are excited to be here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and this content, make sure that you like this video. As well, now is a great time to check out the War Room. The War Room has been buzzing. We've got a ton of new 10th edition content. The Discord is hyperactive. If you want to get into one of the best communities in Warhammer, if you want to get amazing content for all skill levels, check out the link in the description below. That's thewarroom.vhx.tv. That's where you can get a free trial to try out the War Room now if you want to see what we're all about.
Absolutely.
All right.
So before we get into the rules,
yes,
there's just something that I saw that I want to point out. Scroll down to that to the icon.
Yeah.
So it looks great until you realize that like this line bulges in and out in between each of the wings.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden it looks horrible to me.
I still like it.
Okay.
I was going to say, I just like that this sword is in fact not broken.
That's true.
I like that.
That's true.
No, nor should it be. The Dark Angels should be proud. All right. So we're here. Let's talk about the Dark Angels.
Let's talk about the Sons of the Lion.
Love it. So, and Indy's back.
Oh, he's back.
All right, so we've got, we start off with the Detachment. So the Unforgiven Task Force is your alternative to the Gladius. Now, you could theoretically play Dark Angels in a Gladius, but you can also do the Unforgiven Task Force. And this will be a little more thematic, a little more specialized for your units. Gladius is good. We've already talked about it. You can watch a 3-hour video of the Space Marine Index from last Friday. But the Unforgiven Task Force is a little darker, a little more angely. So let's get into it. If you take this, you get Grim Resolve on top of Oath of Mum, which you'll always keep. While an Adeptus Stratagem from your army's Battle Shock, change the objective control characteristic of models of that unit to 1 instead of 0. So you can never get Battle Shocked off of an objective if you're Dark Angels.
Yeah, your opponent has to have something there taking it away.
Yep.
So you will go from like 2 to 1 if you have that, or 3 to 1 or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you will still hold the objective. Shelling your backline, you still will hold it.
Yeah, so that is a very good rule. But we really need to just like kind of play the game and see how often Battle Shock comes up. Because like it's not as flashy as Doctrines. It doesn't mean it's not as good as Doctrines, but it's not as flashy. Can I zoom out slightly? Sure. Just a little bit. Yep. We got gray backgrounds now, but we'll zoom out a little bit.
I agree with Guilty Bark in our chat. I just hope the damage reduction really does have a minimum after reading through this index.
Spoilers. Damage reduction is coming. Alright, so let's see here. A Dark Angel Hammerfall Bunker can become OC1 if Battle Shocked. You fool, you Battle Shocked my flyer. Anyways, that's my objective now.
Well, if you want to try and kill it, you get it to below half, and you're like, oh no, I failed my objective.
Let's see if I can reroll successful Battle Shock tests.
1 CP auto-fail a Battle Shock if you pass it.
I love it. Alright, so let's do this. So, pretty good start. We'll have to see how relevant Battle Shock is by actually playing the game. By any way to hold objectives is generically something I like.
Yep.
Now, we're going to get to the stratagems, and boy howdy are we about to get spicy in here. Unforgiven Fury, 1 CP in your shooting phase. Just give your unit lethal hits, and if 1 or more Adeptus Astartes units from your army are currently Battle Shocked... Weird, it doesn't...
just units from your army.
It doesn't say that one.
So if any unit's Battle Shocked, you're like, oh man, I don't like that.
Yeah, critical hits on a 5+. Now, bear with me here. If you can find a way to get something besides lethal hits on this unit, that would be all 5-ups are a critical hit.
Like
for anyone. If you can get sustained hits on someone. Wow. do not attempt to battle shock Dark Angels.
No.
This theme will be prevalent.
Yes.
Okay, but anyways, 1 CP lethal hits, perfectly good shooting phase rule. By the way, maybe 5-ups. Rough.
Yeah, that's... You know who's not going to like that? Knights. Nice. Chaos Knights of Battle Shock you. They're like, oh no! Ah!
The Chaos Knight Dark Angel magic is about to be just as fun as it was last edition, isn't it?
Oh,
Sweet.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Armor of Contempt, 1 CP, shooting or fight phase, generically good. Just reduce AP. This is a great strat. We've seen it in every Space Marine chapter so far. We're going to see it in ones coming up soon.
It's
very good.
Very, very good. It's especially good if you have 2-up armor saves, which shockingly they do.
Yeah.
And especially if you're in cover. Like if you're in cover with a 2-up, you just bounce AP2.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
How about Intractable?
Intractable is just after an Adept Stars unit from your army falls back. That unit is able to shoot and declare a charge, even though it fell back. Wow. Just better than the Blood Angels one.
That is generically useful.
It is
that
generically
is something
useful.
I just like to have.
Yes. It's less of a huge deal than it is in Blood Angels, because in Blood Angels I legitimately think that strat might be better. Just because they need to fall back and charge.
Yeah, and they can go so far when they do it.
Yes.
Which is really nice.
But being able to fall back and shoot for 1 CP is also massive.
It's just good.
Yeah.
It's just good business right there.
It's so good.
There's synergy. Fire Discipline in your shooting phase. So Dark Angel's still maintaining the we shoot hard thing. Until the end of the phase, oh geez, ranged weapons equipped by models in that unit have assault, heavy, and ignores cover. All right.
That's pretty good.
So just pick a unit and be like, we get every rule that you would want on a gun. That will not come up all the time, but it's only 1 CP. And that is very good. If you just like have a unit without a heavy weapon that is like, I could probably figure out a way to hold still here. Bang. You know, or assault.
It's a good buff. Ignores cover is great, and then you use either assault or heavy. You're not going to use both.
Obviously, you can't use both.
Yeah.
But that is just good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, that. My head's spinning thinking of all the different things that I would like to have heavy on, such as Desolators. Yeah. You know, because why not?
Love that.
Love that. Let's get some more buffs.
You missed. Oh, no, it was Armor of Contempt.
Yeah. Next, we've got 2 more stratagems. Don't worry. I think all of these are 1 CP.
So, Mighty Ignorance. That strat can be used on anything in your army as long as a unit in your army is battle shocked.
Yeah, you don't use it on the unit that got
You don't use it on the unit that got battle shocked. You use it on any unit in your army.
If you scare my friend, Big Brother will step up and punish you.
That's how that works. Yes.
Yeah. Like, oh, you're scaring my boys?
No, we're not about this. Bang, get wrecked.
Wow. Okay, Grim Retribution. Shooting phase after an enemy unit has shot.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Why are all their strats 1 CP, John?
Oh, they are.
Oh, no. They don't have fight on death.
Yeah. But an Adeptus Astartes unit dying? Okay, hold that thought. Your opponent's shooting phase after an enemy has shot. So if you had a model destroyed, immediately shoot back.
What?
You can shoot as if we're the shooting phase, but must target that enemy unit.
The hell?
It's just 1 CP. You shoot me, I shoot you. Ah! Yeah.
That's very scary.
That is money.
And it's just a unit, not even a
well, it has to be an
infantry unit.
Oh, that had one or more models destroyed.
So if you take on a tank, if you have that unit, if you have that model destroyed, checks notes, counting on my fingers. Oh no, wait, you can't use it because you're dead.
Yeah, Dark Angel's taking secrets from the Votan. You're right, they are.
And you get to pop this after you've seen how many casualties you take. Mm-hmm. So if you have a 5-man shooting squad and you take 4 casualties, you don't have to pop it. But if you take 1, oh look at that, get shot.
Yeah, now's the time.
Yeah.
That is a very good stratagem.
Very good. You know what's also very good with?
Are you going to say Desolators? Because I was going to.
Well,
everything's good with
obviously
Desolators.
Everything's good with Desolators. Woo! Desolators are nuts. But no, Grim Retribution is really good with Armor of Contempt. Because anytime if they over-allocate to a unit and would kill it through Armor of Contempt, no problem, you don't activate Armor of Contempt. But if they allocate enough to kill the unit, that's when you pop Armor of Contempt. Oh, look, I lived. Grim Retribution, now you're dead.
Yeah. There are some units that really like Grim Retribution. The chat's calling them out, such as Hellblasters, Black Knights. There are a lot of options for Dark Angels.
Yes.
So stand fast.
Yes.
Unbreakable Lines. In your opponent's charge phase, after an enemy unit ends its charge move, You just pick an Adeptus Astartes unit with an engagement range of that enemy unit, and you just say, -1 damage.
Oh, so instead of fighting on death, you just don't die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
dying? No.
Strong.
Yeah, and again, let me just say it now. There has been no clause in any of these -1 damages or half damages so far that says round up or minimum 1. I have no doubt that Games Workshop will address their intent at some point soon. Until then,
there's someone in the chat alleging that the main rulebook says something about damage reduction.
it doesn't.
It doesn't. It does not.
I've looked. I've Control F'd. It's not there. But
Sweet.
if it was meant to be there, I'm sure Games Workshop will let us know soon because the internet is a clamoring. So I'm just going to assume for now that this stratagem and the ones like it are minimum 1 damage, and you round up to a number of 1. And if it happens to not be true, well, then all these nice things I'm saying about Dark Angels, they're even better. Great.
Yeah, love them.
Yeah, even better. But for now, let's just say that this is very good. And maybe it's very, 2% chance it becomes insanely even better. But for now, let's just say this is a very good stratagem.
Well, if you do get to ignore damage 1, then...
Yeah, if you get to ignore damage 1 and maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
Then sure, that's better than not doing it. But we're just going to assume that's not real.
Yeah.
Still, this being your opponent's charge phase only does mean that it's definitely I'm a combat army that can take a hit, not a combat army that goes and hits.
Right.
Because Dark Angel's melee units aren't terribly fast. There's some that are decent.
They have Van Vets, but Van Vets don't particularly hit.
Yeah, actually, you just reminded me. Dark Angels used to have limits on who they could take. Nope.
It might be in the Space Marine.
I think the Death Watch is in the Death Watch detachment, so I've been looking for it.
Maybe the Space Wolves is in the Space Wolves.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. All right.
Anyways, that's the stratagems. All 6 of these make me happy.
Yes.
All 6 of these are yep, these are things I would like to have. Some of them are more situational, like Unforgiven Fury. Some of them, like Armor of Contempt, are great. Yeah, quite a few of these are situational, but they're all very useful when you use them.
Yes, which they have done a pretty good job of.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's get to the enhancements, because yes, these are also good.
Yeah, of course.
So, Adeptus Astartes model only. The first time the bear is destroyed on a 2-up, set them back as close as possible, not with an engagement range of enemy units, with 3 wounds remaining.
Yeah.
And
we'll have to see if
the bear was battle shocked, it instead returns with full wounds.
Hilarious. We'll have to see if there is a way to join back to a unit, or if you're separated.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
Well, we can hopefully that gets answered.
I assume this just goes on a Talon Master.
Maybe.
Yes. Not with an engagement range, you say, oh, look at that.
End of the phase. Look at that.
Yeah, that's
something.
That's pretty...
That's something. So, Shroud of Heroes is great. That's awesome. We don't know points, but that is a rule I would like to have.
Yes.
Also, whoever has been trying to battle shock Dark Angels, please stop.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep putting rules in here.
Yeah, Chaos Knights are not going to have a fun time in Chex Notes 3 rules from now.
Yep. Okay. While the bear is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, add 1 of this to the hit roll. If the bear's unit's below starting strength, and +1 to wound if they're battle shocked. Please stop.
Yeah, stop battle
stop
shock.
trying to battle shock Dark Angels.
The Lion actually wants to be leadership 12.
Yeah, that's good. Heavenfall Blade. Add 1 to the attack's strength and damage characteristic of the bear's melee weapon. That's a good rule.
Oh my god.
Hold
Attack,
on.
strength, and damage?
Unless he's battle shocked.
Why can't I get that in Blood Angels? Give me plus strength, attacks, and damage.
But if he's battle shocked, it's +2 attack, strength, and damage. Yeah, someone in playtesting, whoever wrote this index, they played against Tyranids and someone popped Shadow in the Warp and they failed every morale test. And they're like, this will never happen to me again.
I'm pretty sure the detachment rule just reads, ignore all of these rules or whatever. It just reads, don't do it. Don't battle shock
as a Tyranid player, I don't think I would pop Shadows.
No, of course you wouldn't.
What's the point?
You don't take their objectives away. You stop their strats, I guess, but they don't need them because guess what? You're getting mollywopped.
Yeah, don't worry. There's always the Pennant of Remembrance.
Yeah, this is the one I was talking about.
Oh, yes. So, for a Blade Guard Ancient, Primaris Ancient, or Terminator Ancient model only, while the bear's leading a unit, models in that unit have the Feel No Pain 6-up ability. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
While that unit is battle shocked, models have the Feel No Pain 4+ ability instead. So here's a funny little thing. I'm a silly little guy, you know that.
Yeah.
What I want to do
Right.
is I want to take a Blade Guard Ancient with this and like 5 Blade Guard and just put it in an Impulsor and just drive it straight at people. Because if you kill a transport and you get out, you're automatically battle shocked.
Huh.
I just want to be like, oh, you fools.
Oh, you can't kill me, you see?
Absolute clowns.
Yeah. That's pretty good if you're battle shocked. If you're not battle shocked,
I mean, a 6 of Feel the Pain's nice.
Fine. It's fine.
Yeah. You battle shocked me? Incorrect.
You fool.
Chose poorly.
How many of
them are May? How many of the battle shocks are May? Like, can Dante May make people within 6 take a battle shock? Or am I actually trying to charge within 6 inches of Dante?
That is an excellent question. I don't think I like the answer, but we will see.
Dark Angels can watch scary movies with the lights off. Yeah, they can.
You know what?
Chat.
I'm going to find out.
Thank you for being here, chat. We appreciate you. Alright, so yeah, Dark Angels, just stop trying to battle shock them. Dear heaven.
Each enemy unit within 6 must take a battle shock.
Wow, that's the wrong word, Jack. You really
must take a battle shock.
Really wish that was a May.
Because if it's a May, it's up to your opponent.
Yeah, that's fair. It should be must, yeah. Alright, well, we're at Azrael, since apparently we're alphabetical here. So Azrael, what a guy. Anti-infantry 4+ dev wounds, rapid fire 1 on his gun. So that's like a good combi weapon.
Anti-infantry dev wounds? Yeah,
anti-infantry dev wounds, rapid fire 1. So it's within 12, it's 3 shots at 832 anti-infantry 4+ dev wounds. That's
pretty spicy.
The Lion Sword also.
And he also gives his unit sustained hits 1. So he also has that.
I was getting there.
It's part of his gun.
The Sword of Secrets, dev wounds, 6 attacks at 642. So he's kind of like
with dev wounds.
He's pretty good. So Azrael hits.
I need to stop mentally adding +1 strength and attacks to the characters now.
They don't do that.
Yeah.
However, remember when I said, what if you also had sustained hits at the same time as lethal hits and a 5+ to proc things?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of Azrael attached to 10 Hellblasters.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, though. At the start of your command phase, if he's on the battlefield, you gain a CP. So he's just extra CP. That's good about money value.
Yeah, he's a monster,
Azrael's a monster.
Does he join?
Oh, he does. He also gives his unit a 4 invulnerable save. And once per game, he summons the Watcher and gives them a 4 Feel No Pain against mortal wounds.
Whoa, that is really good.
Yeah, Azrael don't play.
No, Azrael don't play. What does he join?
Funny you should ask. Assault Intercessors, Blade Guard, Hellblasters.
Thank God it's not Desolation Marines.
Yeah, thank God. Intercessors, Stern Guard.
Stern Guard
or Hellblasters. I am extremely okay with this. Hellblaster or Stern Guard is and I know we already had the MSU talk. I would just take a 10 and slap Azrael in there. And if anyone dares inflict a battle shock test on something else in my army, that unit is like, absolutely not. Bang!
Yes.
Holy smokes.
I will say that MSU talk is if your army does that, because the game incentivizes taking large units, and so there you go.
Yeah, we'll see how many points Azrael is, but he has rules to justify a high points cost, and if Azrael's not cheap, I would probably still buy him.
4 up invuln, 4 up against mortals, sustained hits units. 1, he gives you a CP, he hits hard, he shoots hard.
Yeah. That's just what I want a character to do.
Yeah, that's
Azrael.
It's real good. It's real good.
Okay.
And yes, Dark Angels can
take Stern Guard now. Funny how that works.
All right, Belial.
So back in the day in a video with Adam, we actually referred we did a ranking system of characters, and it's buffer, beat, or fridge. So does a character hit? Do they buff their friends? Are they tough? Are you a buffer, a beater, and a fridge? Which of the 3 are you? Because you could be up to all 3. So let's talk about what Belial does. 6 wounds, T5, 2 up armor, 4 up animal. And he's like tough. He's not like a fridge, but he's tough. However, while he's leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes an attack. That's weird. It doesn't say ranged attack.
What can he join?
Well, hold on. If a critical hit is scored, that attack is a precision. He's a Terminator character. You can join Terminators. But hold on. A critical hit is precision. What if you did critical hits on a 5+ with lethal hits?
Well, then I assume those attacks would also have precision.
They would.
They really would.
Okay, but this also works in melee. And the Sword of Silence is precision, and his Mastercrafted Stormbolter is precision. Just so we're clear.
Yeah, he hates characters.
He hates characters
so goddamn much.
But he hates them so much that someone might try to hit him with their character, like try to precision him out. If you were to do that, each time a melee attack is allocated to this model, after the attacking model's unit is finished making its attacks, roll 1d6 to a maximum of 6. Each 2-up is immortal. He doesn't have to be alive for this, just each time you allocate. Parry!
Well, he does have, once he dies, you can't continue allocating attacks to his model.
That's true.
So, maybe
but
you kill him with 3
Yeah, maybe
hits,
you kill him with 3 hits.
But he does, in fact, have a 2-up, 4-up. So,
Ding, ding,
more than
ding.
likely he'll take more than 6 attacks to do it.
He parried you filthy casual.
Yeah, you get strikes of retribution. Now, he isn't a, he doesn't reroll hits and wounds against a character like a champion or anything like that. But
he's good.
He is solid. He's
all right.
solid.
And he joins all of the Terminator units.
That's a lot of Terminator units.
Yeah, there's a lot of Terminator units. Real quick, Ergen Claw with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Favorite part of 10th edition is now my Red Scorpions really can be any chapter and have any models. Rip to Carib Coln. Rest in peace, Carib Coln. I will miss that man. But Ergen Claw, yeah, now is a good time to have an agnostic chapter because there are a lot of chapters that I want to play. And there are more coming up later today. But anyways, Belial. Kind of a little bit of everything. Buffer, beater, fridge.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. I like him. Samael. This actually matters. What does he join? Bikes, Outriders, Ravenwing, Black Knights, Raven Command Squad. So basically every bike unit, but not like the ATVs.
Yeah, big fan of that.
Cool.
There's going to be some Blood Angel themed Black Knights hitting the table someday soon.
Yes. While this model is leading a unit, that unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which it advanced.
Seems good.
I like that, especially since we don't have doctrines in this army. Still, he moves 12. He has fly. The Raven Sword is 6 attacks, but sustained hits 2. 6-3-2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that can.
Oh, yeah, he hits.
Yeah, that can suddenly turn into 6 attacks, 5 hits, 6 attacks, 12 hits. What's it gonna be?
Nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody knows. He's got a mastercrafted plasma cannon that's not hazardous. Good for him.
Well, if he goes into something that's your oath target, you reroll everything that isn't a 6, because statistically that's better.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
And he goes in and he ruins people.
He chops.
As he should. Sammy was a little bit pillow-fisted last edition.
Not anymore. Each time an enemy unit, excluding monsters and vehicles, with an engagement range of this model's unit selected to fall back, they have to take Desperate Escape tests as if their unit is battle shocked. And when doing so, if that enemy unit is also battle shocked, -1.
It's not a bad rule.
So, yeah, that seems pretty useful. We'll see how often this comes up. But, honestly, if you could just, consolidate Samael into a unit of, 10 just, idiots and just be if you fall back, just a third of the unit's gone.
Yeah.
That could just be generically useful.
It's pretty fun, yeah.
So, I like Samael.
We'll see how good the units are that he joins, but I assume Bike's advancing and charging with that monster at that home is going to be good.
Can't be bad. Zeke. Zeke has the Mind Wipe Witchfire, which is 1 attack, but it is devastating.
That's a lot of rules.
It's devastating wounds, hazardous, precision, and psychic, and anti-character 4+. At strength 6, AP 2, damage D6. So
he just lights out a character.
Hits a character on a 2 and on a 4+ does D6 mortals to them.
Yes. Just lights them out.
And you could not be anti-character 4+. So that's it. So it's if you want to go anti-character 4+, you take hazardous. Otherwise, it's identical.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Trader's Bane is anti-chaos 2+, not Dev Wounds, thank goodness. But still a very respectable profile. That's what his thing does. Feel no pain 4 up against psychic attacks. We've seen that in every Libby.
That's, yeah.
In your shooting phase, select 1 enemy unit within 18 inches of this model. That enemy unit must take a battle shock test.
I wish you could make a friendly unit take a battle shock test.
Give me that roll.
I don't know. They're looking pretty traitorous today. Bink.
And while he's leading a unit, +1 to the attack characteristics of melee weapons. And...
Friendly.
When this model is destroyed, each friendly Adeptus Astartes unit within 6 inches of this model must take a battle shock test. I don't actually care what he joins because I'm not joining him to anything.
Just running him around.
Absolutely. Deploy a Zeke on the line and sprint him at people.
You're gonna pass so many battle shock tests. That's the problem.
I'll find a way to fail some.
All right, he can join
Assault, Command, Tactical Vanguard. He's not that exciting, honestly. That's funny, but not real.
His gun is 12-inch range, which is a little short.
Fun.
So you need to be in range of the character to attempt to lights out them.
You need to be within range of the unit. And line of sight of the character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Still good.
It's not assault, though, so you just have to walk 6, get within 12, and then
Yeah,
It's a little closer.
Zeke's fine, but it's not like he's not like inspiring to me. If he's cheap, cool. But if he's not, whatever. But what we do have
is Asmodee.
Asmodee. He is very chaplain in combat, but he has 3 extra attacks at 401 that are anti-character 2+, but still AP dash
and precision.
Precision.
Deeply whatever on his melee.
Deeply whatever, but that's still good. Okay. Reroll the hit roll in melee. That's what his unit does.
It's pretty good.
Start of the fight phase. Each enemy character unit within 6 inches must take a battle shock test -1. In addition, each time he destroys an enemy character with melee attack, gain 1 speed. So he's just a walking 4-wound chaplain who's a 6-inch aura if you have a character take battle shock in the fight phase.
Yes. And he gives his unit reroll hits.
And he gives reroll hits, which is good.
And he's not horrible in combat, but
not inspired.
Not bringing home.
AP 1 damage 2, no dev wounds. He's fine, but he's not crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, so Asmodee, perfectly fine. He can join the Manlets. I'm sorry, Asmodee and the Manlets. There's a hit group in the 60s, Asmodee and the Manlets. Anyways, let's just keep going through the Manlet characters. I'm sure none of them are going to be good.
Oh no.
Oh,
wow. The scourge of the end of 9th edition, Talon Masters.
Ravenwing Talon Master. Oh, buddy. Well, he's twin-linked, so he is now literally half the shots. With his twin assault cannon and twin heavy bolter. Dev wounds and twin link to spicy. Sustained hits 1, twin link to spicy. Ballistic skill 3. He's like not even that good, really, if you think about it. But it is a 16-inch moving flying leader. So that's cool.
With
whoa, there's so much to do.
Wow, I can totally shoot him if you don't get to his rules.
Exactly. If you don't get to his rules, if you also don't mention the fact that he's a leader that can't join anything.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
If he could lead, though, I don't think there are units of land speeders.
Yeah, I think they're just solos now.
Yeah.
So like, what would be the point? But anyways, he has 3 special rules and a 5 of pinball now. Good for him. Let's find out what these do. Oh, well, this model's within 3 inches of 1 or more other friendly Adeptus Astartes mounted or fly vehicles. That model has the lone operative ability. Now, with closing, I don't want to like scroll too far here. I wonder if there are any fly Astartes vehicles in this codex other than the one right in front of me.
There are.
But what if I just took 2 Talon Masters and bumped them butt to butt?
Well, then you can't shoot them.
Then you couldn't shoot the Talon Masters. They'd be lone operatives, and you couldn't shoot them unless you're within 12 inches of them. We're going to skip Nowhere to Hide real quick, because obviously if you see a lone operative, the best thing to do is fly up on them and try to shoot them. So anyways, Master Maneuver. When enemy unit ends a normal move, advance, or fall back within 9 of this model, just make a 6-inch normal move. Oh, Jack thinks he has escaped the Talon Masters, but they have escaped him.
And Talon Masters basically don't do very much. They don't do very much damage at all.
No.
What they do is 2 of them scoot around as a unit, so you can't shoot them, and then they're basically impossible to deal with because they move 6.
And they're just scraping trash off the battlefield at light speed.
Yeah.
They are no longer killing big units. But they will still scrape trash off the battlefield at light speed, and that is very valuable.
But they do have another rule.
Oh, they do. Holy crap, look at that. More rules for this guy. What a thing. Friendly Adeptus Astartes mounted or fly vehicles within 6 inches have ignore his cover. Hey, I am an Adeptus Astartes fly vehicle unit within 6 inches of myself. That seems great. This is good.
I love how they buff themselves. It's so...
Yeah, you're darn right.
You just have 3 of them running around the battlefield as a wolf pack.
As a matter of fact, you can now take 3. From the previous max of 2, you can now take 3.
We'll have to see their points.
It's fun. I actually already have 3 of them built and painted. Cool. Love Talon Masters. Alright. We'll have to see how many points they cost. Honestly, they're trolly. But if they're too expensive, their damage may not justify it. But if they're, like, cheap because they're half the shots now, then, like, I would just take 3.
Their damage is quite mediocre. You just can never turn it off.
Yeah.
So, if 3 Talon Masters is priced at, like, 600 points, then almost certainly not. But if...
Yeah, but if they're, like, 160, which I think is what they are right now, like, I could argue for it. And if they're any less, I'd just take them.
Yeah.
Let's look at Lazarus.
At the very least, you take 2 and you have them scoot around.
2 is it. 2 may be the number. Bolt pistol, anti-psyker 2+. Oh, damage. Okay, 6 attacks at 6/3, 2 anti-psyker 2+. Alright, Lazarus is fine in combat. He's a captain. Cool. While he's leading an attack, each time a model is destroyed by a melee attack. On a 4+, do not remove it, and they can fight on death. So this is the fight on death that is missing. And This model has a Feel No Pain of 3+ against psychic attacks and mortal wounds. Only him, he no longer protects his unit.
Yes.
That's a little unfortunate in my mind.
Yeah, I am not super impressed with this.
I'm not either. You can join Assault Intercessor's Blade Guard and Furnace Intercessor Stern Guard. I guess Blade Guard would be the one to join.
Just join a Judy to him, make him fight first.
But I want someone that I can join at the same time as an Ancient. I don't think the Judiciary has the... Like, you can join an Ancient to a unit if there's a captain.
If there's a captain.
You can't join it if there's a Judy.
That feels like a lot of points,
effort.
especially... I mean, a lot of models, because we don't know their points, but, like, adding 2 characters to a Blade Guard unit cannot be cheap.
He's not inspiring.
No,
that's fine.
It's
okay. There's other good things.
Yeah.
Let's look at the Deathwing Strike Master. Find out if he's one of those good things. 5-wound
character.
Listen,
Tycho the Gold wasn't super impressive either.
Tycho the Gold, oh god. While this model's leading a unit, weapons equipped by models that you have lethal hits. That's weird. It doesn't say melee.
Pretty good.
It's just any weapon.
Well, I mean, he's a lieutenant, so that's what that's what a lieutenant does.
Indeed. But each time this model makes an attack that targets an enemy unit below half strength, add 1 to the hit roll and 1 to the wound roll.
That's alright.
Yeah.
If you target units below half strength with a Terminator attached to presumably a Terminator unit, you probably don't need the help.
Yeah.
And it only applies to him, not his unit.
Yep. Deathwing Command. He joins all the Terminator units.
Yeah.
Seems legit.
He seems fine.
Deathwing Command Squad. They already previewed this one, so I'll keep this like not as long as I totally could rant about this. This unit's great. Heal a dude in your command phase. +1 OC. So here's a question. They're OC1, you battle shock them, they go back to OC1, and then does the banner kick
Nobody
in for
knows.
+1? We don't know how modifiers work because GW just hasn't put that in the rules. But theoretically, I would like to be OC2 while battle shocked.
In fact, you would like to just be battle shocked? In general.
I would, actually, yeah.
Yes.
And then +1 advance and charge. And can heroically intervene for 0 CP.
Not if somebody else has already done it.
Nope, so it's only half of the roll, but it's still good.
But still, it's no resources is definitely how I want to do
and
that.
And it's just 3 characters who aren't actually characters, and then 2 to 7 Terminators.
Oh boy, that is a lot better than the regular command squad, which is locked at a 5 model unit.
It is, yeah. Going up to 10 is what I really like.
Getting free reses.
And the other 7 guys are just like Terminators that can take any of the Terminator options at all.
Yep. No, so this unit seems real good.
Yeah.
Returning Terminators back to life for free every turn is really strong, especially since I don't see anything killing this unit in... Like, I don't see much killing this unit, like, outright. Just
There's not a lot. Because... Do they have the thing? Ooh, does this unit not have... Oh, this unit can be equipped with 1 Watcher in the Dark, see the Deathwing Knight status sheet. Oh, okay, I was about to say, like, do they not have the Watcher in the Dark? They have the Watcher in the Dark. I'll just tell you what it is. Once per game, you pop it 4 film painting against mortals. Yeah, there it is. Watch those eyes roll out of his skull. Look, it's fine, but
roll out of my head and across the floor.
Yeah, look, I'm just saying. People have been talking about devastating wounds a lot lately, and boy howdy would I like to just survive 1 turn in the middle of that and then go hit people.
Yeah, depending on how minus damage works with dev wounds too.
Well, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if you're like -1, -2. Can these guys get up to -2?
They can't get -2, but we'll get there soon.
Deathwing Knights. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Terminator Apothecary with a chain fist? You're gosh darn right.
I do like the fact that they just return models to life every turn.
I really like that, because we haven't seen that very much.
If you take a couple of these, you can just be like, alright, you just like start walking this wave of dudes across the board that like, oh, you killed 3, alright, 1 comes back, and now I'm closer, I charge you.
There's some good stuff in here. Some really, really good stuff in here. And +1 charge, too. I like that a lot. Let's talk about the Deathwing Terminator Squad. This is the generic bare bones. It's very much the normal Terminator unit. So every time it makes an attack, ignore all modifiers, ballistic skill or weapon skill, and the hit roll. In addition, if you target your Oath of Moment target, you can be +1 to hit.
Yep.
So this is just a very good Terminator Squad, but it's very similar to the normal Terminator Squad. The difference... Go ahead.
Is who you can put it on.
Exactly.
Because this can go on Thunderhammer Stormshield Terminators.
Yes!
Unlike Assault Terminators in the regular book.
Exactly! It's like you took all the good things about the regular Terminator Squad and you put it on the Assault Terminators, and then you mixed and matched and put a couple Cyclones in. Great! Let's just look at War Gear real quick. They have the Terminator War Gear, except they have all of it. Cool. I'm not going to read it because we know what the Terminator War Gear is at this point. So any number can replace their fun stuff with the Twin Lightning Claw and Thunderhammer. For every 5 models, 1 can replace its Stormbolter with one of the following. but if they do so, this model Stormbolter cannot be replaced. So you can get you can no longer do Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, Cyclone. That's fine.
That's fine because
Totally
you can
okay.
mix and match.
You can just mix and match. You have 8 guys with Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, and 2 guys with Power Fist, Stormbolter, Cyclone. Call it a day. Or Assault Cannon, or Plasma Cannon. Assault the choice.
Chain Fist Cyclone is still a very good profile.
That is also very good.
Yes.
Chain Fist Cyclone. Tank poppin'. Yeah, Deathwing Terminators can take a Watcher in the Dark, see the Deathwing Knight's data sheet. Let's go ahead and get to the Deathwing Knight's data sheet.
Get to the Deathwing.
So they're just 4 wounds instead of 3 because they all have a Storm Shield, so that's pretty easy.
Oh my god, they're 4 wounds and -2 damage?
What? No, what, Jack? Why would you say that? Oh, wait, Inner Circle. There it is. Yep, each time an attack is allocated to a model in this unit. That's weird. Doesn't say melee. Subtract 1 from the damage characteristic of that attack. Sweet. -1 damage, 4 wound to Terminators.
I mean, they don't come back to life. Thank God for that. But
if you charge them, prepare to not.
Yes. This unit is ludicrously broken if damage is not capped at 1.
Again, that's not real, and I'm just not going to pretend it is.
Yeah.
Because there's no way. There's no way.
This has happened so many times in the past. They forget to cap damage reduction at minimum 1. They immediately go, "Oh, I can't believe you guys thought of that," and then they FAQ it. Yeah. This has happened like 3 times in the past.
I've been doing this for 15 years, as close to 0% as I'm willing to not bet money on. Yes. Anyways, you get all Mace of Absolutions, and the Flail of the Unforgiven goes on the Sarge, and they get a Watcher in the Dark where it tells you that until the end of the phase, once a game, you get a 4-up Feel No Pain against mortals.
Seems good.
But this is for everyone. All the Dark Angel Terminator units have this. So the Flail of the Unforgiven is Dev Wounds, Sustained Hits 1, 5 attacks hitting on 2s at 6/2/2.
Seems alright.
Mace of Absolution is 4 attacks hitting on 2. Alright everyone, the Florida Thunderstorms may have battle shocked us a little bit there, but in true Dark Angel fashion, we're back. Sorry about that everyone, appreciate all of you who waited for us while we quickly restored power and prayed to the Machine God, but we're good, we're back. So, I believe we were talking about Deathwing Knights and how fun they are to try and kill.
As in 4 wounds with access to -2 damage on 4-up against mortals?
Yeah, it's only combat. However, shooting a 4 wound -1 damage Terminator unit will still be not fun.
What's only in combat?
The second -1 damage.
Oh, sorry, but the regular -1 damage.
Yeah, the regular one is just like there.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
I will say we have to see how Devastating Wounds works with this. Mm-hmm. Because if Devastating Wounds gets damage modified, then turns into Mortal Wounds, this unit doesn't care.
Yeah, that would be really scary. So, before we dive too back deep into the Deathwing Knights, we did have some super chats that came in as we were losing the internet. So sorry about that, everyone. We didn't mean to miss you. We blame the warp. But Mike Percival hit us with a super chat. Thank you so much, Mike. We really appreciate you. Can you take a Gladius Task Force detachment and include Deathwing Knights? Or can Dark Angels only be taken another detachment? Yes, you can. So, if you take a Gladius Strike Force, you can just choose up to 1 chapter and take as many data sheets as you want from that chapter. Now, you could choose Ultramarines and get Guilliman, Tyrannic War Veterans, etc. Or you could choose Dark Angels and get Deathwing Knights, the Lion, Azrael, etc. And you could do that in a Gladius. And as a matter of fact, I'll talk about kind of my thoughts a little bit after, but I think that is a very viable way to play the Dark Angels. So, Mike Percival, Gladius Task Force, very good in general. All right, George Catton with the £2 super chat. Thank you so much, George. We appreciate you. Dark Angels versus Admech is evil.
Well, they can just choose to not use their army ability.
Yeah, obviously. It's like Shadows of the Warp. Just
Actually, they might not be able to choose.
I don't think they can choose.
They just do.
Yeah, the Dark Angel army would be like, oh no, I choose to take Battle Shock tests on everyone. Ah. Yeah. Cool. Yikes and a half. Hey, and Matt O is hitting us with one more super chat. This is why Mortarion is so bitter in the lore. Good. What? I'm sure that when we get Death Guard indexes at some point soon, we'll find out that the -2 damage was secretly hidden there all along. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I got
Death Guard
I got
players.
nothing. This isn't my fault. I didn't wish this upon you. However, it's here.
It's gotten to the point where it's actually funny. Like, it's
is.
come back from sad to funny again.
Back to funny. Yeah, it
But
was
still
went
sad. Still sad, though.
That's true. It went from funny to sad. Now it's funny and sad.
Yeah.
Dark Angels, though. Woof.
Sadly funny.
So I think we finished up Deathwing Knights. That melee weapon is very strange. It looks like it's not so hot into vehicles because Strength 6 is a little weak.
Moon's on
AP
5 or 6
1's a
is,
little
yeah.
bit weak sometimes.
Hitting
but
on
damage
twos.
3 hitting on 2s. And a 4 attack siege. This unit still hits.
Still hits. It hits infantry pretty good. It does not hit...
Funny enough, this... Yeah. I think you... And this also is where, like, lethal hits actually becomes awesome because, like, volume.
Volume of damage 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, cool. Those are the Deathwing Knights. Let's hit the Ravenwing Command Squad. So we've got the normal stuff, Starter's Grenade Launcher or Plasma Talon and all
What
your dudes.
size is this unit before we start analyzing rolls?
3 dudes and then up to 3 like regular dudes. So three totally not characters, and you can add 3 more guys, so it could be a 6-man.
And everyone has a Plasma Talon.
Everyone has a Plasma Talon
And
to
for
start.
every 3 models, 1 Plasma Talon can be replaced with a Grenade Launcher.
Yep. So let's look at these rules. So they just basically have the Command Squad rules. Res a dude, not a character.
It's pretty good, though.
+1 OC, so it goes from 2 to 3. Very impressive, actually.
Okay.
And +1 advance in charge. Now,
that
again,
is pretty spicy.
could this be the unit that Samuel gives advance in charge to?
There's nothing saying it can't.
That's funny. That's actually what I would do. I would put it there.
Yeah, me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
All right. So we've got all the stuff. The Mastercrafted Power Weapon is the champion. 6 attacks. Weapon skill 2 at 5/2/2. That's good.
Whoa! Hold on.
Yeah. The Yamper, the champion, he actually like bops a little bit.
That guy slams.
Yeah, that is a very good just dude in the squad.
I will say everyone else little mid, but
3 attacks. It's something.
I do like having. Let's look at the Plasma Talons. The Plasma Talon's scary, for the record.
2 shots, rapid fire 1, so up to 3. So actually a little better than now. Hits on 3s, strength 8, AP 3 damage 2 if it overcharges. Rapid fire 1 is a pleasant surprise to not just being 2 shots. Like if you get up close, it's like actually blah blah blah.
It's no longer assault.
No longer assault.
But rapid fire 1 means up close you are spraying them down. Like if you take a 6-man unit, that's just 18 plasma shots.
Yeah.
I'm not personally impressed with the Astartes Grenade Launcher over the Plasma Talon.
Yeah, goes to 1 shot at 9, 2d3 is actually kind of fun.
I'd rather have the extra shot.
Probably would, yeah.
Yeah.
Still, generally, I like this.
Yeah, and against most targets, you're probably not going to overcharge, but the fact you can bring a model back means that if you do overcharge a bunch and you, oh no, I killed him, or you allocate the wounds to a character in the unit.
So here's something a little spicy. This Ravenwing Command Squad is just like a regular like manlet on a bike.
Yeah.
However, you can join a character to this unit if it could normally attach to an Outrider squad, not a bike squad.
Interesting.
So you could put a Primaris Chaplain on bike.
What's
in
the
this unit.
chaplain's ability? Give them
Dev wounds and shooting? I think that's it.
Oh, that's scary. Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah.
And you can also...
Can you give the champ the
No,
Heavenfall Blade? He's not
I
a
don't
character,
think
so
so.
I assume not. I'm sad that the only Dark Angels have a medic on a bike. Yeah, agreed.
Don't worry, you can still join a chaplain to the unit and give him the Heavenfall Blade.
As a matter of fact, I will give him the Heavenfall Bonk Stick.
Yeah, you get big bombs.
And they all have a 5-up invuln, which is actually kind of nice because that includes melee now.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it's just useful, generically nice. So yeah, this is a good unit.
It's a good unit.
Now let's hit Black Knights, also a very good unit. So they're basically the other dudes, which is to say that they have the Ravenwing, the Black Knight combat weapon. They have Plasma Talons, and I'll just tell you right now that they are 3 to 6 because of the Sergeant. But they all have the same combat, and 1 per 3 can have that. But their special rule is that each time this unit selected a fight, if it made a charge move, all melee weapons equipped by models in that unit have anti-monster 4+ and anti-vehicle 4+. Now I have a question. Was the Chaplain's Dev Wounds thing, was that shooting only?
I believe so.
Boy, I hope so.
I can double check real fast because I think
that'd
that's
be
important.
spooky. However,
they just run in and absolutely mulch. I'll double check.
And they did in fact just to confirm here. If a character unit from your army, the leader could join an Outrider squad and can be attached to instead. So you could take a Black Knight squad and attach a Chaplain. 100%.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
either Black Knights or the Command Squad. And OC2, again, is actually very kind of convenient here.
Chaplain on bike is in shooting.
That's for the better. And he's also the +1 to wound.
And he is also +1 to wound in melee.
I really like a command squad with a chaplain.
Yes. We'll have to see what the points look like.
Of course.
But, I mean, that unit hits.
Yeah, that sounds generically like what I want to do.
I will say Plasma Talons with Dev Wounds, especially if you have Oath of Moment, just rip people off the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very spooky. All right, cool. Ravenwing Black Knights, they're good. We are now going through all the different Ravenwing units. The Ravenwing Dark Shroud is it's a land speeder with 10 wounds, T8, 3 up armor, 5 up invuln. That's nice. Yeah, all of like the Ravenwing units just got a 5 up invuln. And it is a 6-inch aura of Adeptus Astartes units receive the benefits cover.
And have stealth.
And have stealth. Well, that is important, yeah, but they really need to put a bold on that. It's like just in the middle area, barely.
I mean, I saw it.
Yeah,
Right
models
away.
that unit have stealth and cover. That is nice. Comes with either a heavy bolt or assault cannon. Don't really care which, but it's probably 5 points for an assault cannon, and you see if you've got 5 points or something like that. It's kind of how it always has been. This is just good. All right, we'll see if it's like cost enough that I want a defensive aura, but like it's a nice
It's a
roll.
good defensive aura.
Yeah, because it used to be -1 to hit, now it's -1 to hit and cover.
Oh no, more thunder.
Oh no, more thunder.
They're battle shocking us, folks.
All right, we will not fail. Ravenwing Landspeeder Vengeance comes with a Plasma Storm Battery, so it is twin linked now. Ooh,
Yeah, that gun
so
is
this
horrifying.
used to be 2d3 shots. Now it's d6 +1, which is like about the same.
Blast.
Blast, twin linked, and you can overcharge to be hazardous. If you don't overcharge it, it is merely 822, but if you do, it's 933.
Yeah, that's...
It moves 14, which is actually faster than it used to move. It used to move 10.
What?
I don't know what to say.
I do own 3 of these in box, just sitting on my shelf.
Good.
Ready to have Blood Angel sigils
Good.
emblazoned across the side if I ever decide I want to play Ravenwing.
This is very, very good. And as a special roll, Storm of Vengeance. Once per turn in your opponent's shooting phase, when a friendly Adeptus Astartes unit within 6 inches of this model is destroyed, this model can use its ability, but not when it is destroyed. If it does so, after the attacking unit is finished making its attack, the model can shoot as if we're shooting phase, but when resolving those attacks, only target enemy unit. So here's what you do. You take 3 of them and you run them in a triangle. And the first time one of them dies, the other 2 shoot.
And also, if anything nearby dies,
if anything nearby
boom,
dies.
boom, boom.
Oh, that is so gross.
Yes.
Twin linked on that is very good.
Yes.
This is a very, very good profile.
Yes.
We'll see how much it costs.
It would have to be costed high.
But like, if it's priced to move, I'll buy it.
Especially because you know it will get to shoot.
Yeah, you just put 3 of them in a triangle and just like as close to each other as possible, and like, all right, what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to like edge line of sight to one, not the other 2, and then like, oh, I only killed 1. All right, cool. Then they move over and shoot you.
Yeah, what'll happen is you move out and you shoot, then they shoot and you shoot again.
Yeah. Even with fly being different in 10th, 14 inches in fly is a lot of movement.
Yes.
That is stunningly. Again, this thing used to be 10.
That thing hits super hard.
Very, very good. All right. Yeah. So Landspeeder Vengeance. That's a thing. We have the Dark Talon. You know, I love the Dark Talon.
It does have hover.
It has hover, which is a good option. The Rift Cannon is blast, devastating wounds, and D3 +1 shots at 16-4-3.
What? That is a weird gun.
16-4-3 blast.
I really was thinking there'd be a bigger number at the end of that in the damage characteristic.
Yeah, 16-4 makes me happy.
It does.
Hurricane Bolter, which I think it comes with.
But this is like strength 8, AP 4, damage 1. Like, what are we doing?
At least it's damage 3. All right. Once per battle after this model ends a normal move, so just once per game, select an enemy unit you flew over, D3 mortal wounds, and you must roll a D6. D6. On a 1-2-3, that unit cannot advance or fall back. And on a 4+, that unit must remain stationary.
Which also means you can't fall back.
Also means you can't fall back.
So you just fly over and you're like, no. No falling back.
And then, woof. That's good.
That's good in general, but it's really good if you're in combat with that unit.
Yeah.
And you're like, sorry fam, you ain't falling back today.
Stay.
Right, because you fly over, do the damage, and then you consolidate into the unit after fighting something else, and you're like,
Yeah.
what up?
Can't move. I am impressed by this.
That is very solid.
It's very similar to what it is now.
It also, how many Hurricane Bolters does it have?
I believe it comes with two Hurricane Bolters.
So that
and a
is,
Rift
in
Cannon.
fact, 24 shots at 12 inches with re-rolling wounds.
Yeah, that's good.
And then the Rift Cannon is solid. We have to see the points.
Yeah.
But the Stasis Bomb is nuts. In fact, it can hover.
Only T8.
Only T8, but with an invuln.
But comes with the 5-1 stock. Still pretty okay with that. Can hover. Okay, we'll see points, but that is exciting.
I don't hate that alongside, like... So if you take a Gladius, right? You take the command squad for +1 advance, +1 charge, advance and charge. You take a bunch of Termies, and you take a Dark Talon. And the Dark Talon once a game, it shoots and does stuff, but then once a game goes, you can't fall back, and 10 Terminators are now in combat with you.
Yeah.
Start your turn.
Woof.
Yeah.
Okay, so, the Nephilim Jet Fighter. We're coming to an end here, but we still got some. Let's see. Same defense, so a little bit fragile for a vehicle, only TA, but still good. Avenger Mega Bolter. 10 shots
Mega
at
Bolter.
5-1-2 sustained 1.
It's not bad.
So I think it lost 2 shots but gained sustained 1. That's pretty good. Black Sword missiles are 8-2-D6. 2 attacks each. 2 shots. I think it only has 1 probably. And anti-fly 2+. So it's a very good flyer at killing other flyers. Nephilim Las Cannon is just a 2-shot Las Cannon.
It's pretty good.
Twin Heavy Bolter. It doesn't get all of these.
What guns does it have? Does it double up any of those?
I
If
think
you just
the
scroll
Black
down
Swords.
there
Yeah,
we go.
okay.
No, it doesn't double up any.
All right. Yeah, it's Mega Bolter could be Las Cannon instead, up to you. But other than that, it's Avenger Mega Bolter, Black Sword, Twin Heavy Bolter, Armor Control. Cool. It's -1 to hit, and if someone hits it with fly, it's -1 to wound. So this is very much like a flyer that's good for other flyers, but is like honestly not insane into not flying.
All
things. It's still
Eldar
solid.
tanks fly.
Yeah, that's true. So if Eldar end up being good, then maybe the Nephilim has some play.
Yeah, like all Eldar tanks fly. Most good Tau units fly.
True.
You know, most good shooting ones fly. There's a decent number, like land speeders. There's a lot of Space Marine
good
stuff
land
that
speeders
fly.
in here.
There's a lot of Space Marine stuff that fly. You know, I'm pretty sure all Necron gun stuff, like all the a lot of their gun stuff
This
flies.
could be very end up annoying.
Yeah.
It's T8, so basically it's like its normal durability against fly, but it's kind of fragile against not that. But
well, if you're like toughness, if you're like strength 7 trying to go into this thing and you
that is
fly,
a problem.
get out of here.
yeah, fair enough. All right, so the Nephilim Jet Fighter, pretty solid. Hey,
Oh right, forgot this guy was here.
yeah, they closed out. They closed out with the king.
Y'all forgot about me.
So we've already seen the Lion's Data sheet, but let's just go ahead and take a look again.
He is a monster in more than one way.
Yes, he is in fact a monster, but he also hits people really hard. T9, 10 wounds, 2 up armor, 3 up invuln. Yeah. His gun is like shockingly not bad, but like still not crazy.
You get one of the profiles. Right?
Yeah, so either 4 shots that are kind of a bolt pistol or 2 like pretty good shots. Fealty, 8 attacks at 12, 4, 4. Or 16 attacks at 6, 3, 2. The Lion blends people. Sustained hits 1 or lethal hits, lol. Who cares? This guy just
12, 4, 2. Get out of here.
Sure.
Why does he have fights first?
Yeah, that's the thing. Deep Strike fights first. That's great. And then he gets to pick an ability off the list, which we know. He is -1 to wound. That is not melee only. Each time a melee attack is allocated to this model on a modified saving roll of a 6, bounce immortal. And then while he's within 3 inches of infantry, he gains lone operative. Wow. What a guy.
So you can't shoot him, and if you charge him, you get hit with fealty.
Yeah. And then, like, what happens then? You get to hit this -1 to wound, bouncing immortals, 3 up invuln.
Toughness 9.
Jerk.
And can you -1 damage him?
Was that infantry only or not? I think you
Page
can.
41, yeah.
All right, we're going all the way up. Unbreakable lines, Dark Angel's unit. -1 damage. Don't charge the lion.
Won't do anything to the lion. You can't shoot him. If you try and fight him, not only will you not be able to kill him, but he will kill you first.
He's a monster.
You definitely aren't going to be able to kill him after half of your, 7,000 point unit just got scooped to fealty.
Yeah. Then let's talk about the Primarch of the First Legion, because this is the last thing for him, and he is so good. Once per turn, when your opponent targets a unit from their army with a stratagem, before that stratagem's effects are resolved, If that unit's within 12 inches of this model, gain a CP. And then, that enemy unit must take a Battle Shock test. If the test is failed, in addition to being Battle Shock, the stratagem's effects are not resolved, but it still counts as being used. So, like, if you get within 12 of the line and try to use a strat, he's just like, idiot.
It is once per turn.
Once per turn.
So you're not able to keep shelling Battle Shocks and denying strats.
Still.
But you can, anytime they try, when they try to use a key strat, you can try and high roll and just, like, immediately just end the game on the spot.
Wow.
Because if
you're like a melee army that needs like your rules to deal with the lion, he'll just like walk in the middle of your army and be like, first person to try gets wrecked, second person to try takes Battle Shock test, and I get a CP.
Yeah, well, the thing is, if they just pass the test, his rule doesn't do anything.
He still gets a CP.
You still get the CP. Like, I'm not saying it's bad.
First one gets wrecked as in he fights first.
Yes. But like basically the way it works is you're just attempting to be like, oh, you failed your check. Get wrecked, fool. But if they pass the check, you just gained a CP.
Yeah, cool. So...
what I'm saying is I think there's one in here that's better than that.
Yeah, sure. While a friendly Adeptus Astartes unit is in 6th model, +1 to hit in melee.
Yeah, it's real good.
That's really good.
It's real good.
One more. While a friendly Adeptus Astartes unit is within 6th model, models in that unit have the Feel No Pain 4+ ability against mortal wounds. Boom, 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 boom.
Depending on points, something that would be very annoying to deal with would be like...
Dark Angels?
All of it, sure. But like 30 Deathwing Knights plus the Lion plus Talon Masters. It's just nothing that you can deal with except for these units that are -1 to damage 4 up against mortals at all times.
Yeah, the Lion...
And also +1 to hit
the
when
Lion
you're actually
is
in combat.
wilding on people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he goes nuts with it.
Dark Angels are silly. And the Lion is so tasty.
Yeah, the Lion
He's so
real good.
He's so spicy.
I don't really know what armies are supposed to do to answer him, to be
Honestly,
100% correct.
I think you need to tell your opponent about a stratagem that you have and trick them into doing all secrets revealed and then drive a devastating wound shooting unit within 12 inches of him.
I guess?
I'm sorry, like what
you can't
what else is...
-1 to damage from shooting.
Exactly.
And he doesn't have a Feel No Pain against mortal wounds
unless he wants
they
to.
decide that they want to.
Yes.
But he's still -1 to wounds, so you still have to target him with Oath.
Yes. I didn't say it was a great plan. I said it was the plan I had.
He could not have Lone Operative, and I think he'd be fine.
Yeah, who's gonna shoot him?
He's -1 to wound, toughness 9 with a 3 up invuln. He also has another rule where he bounces mortals at you, I guess. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Up.
Mike Percival, 3 units of suppressors deep striking 3 inches away. I don't think you get them,
I don't
man.
think
You wound
that
on
does
6s.
No! You're right, you do wound on 6s.
Vindicare doesn't shoot past
Vindicare
Lone
can't
Operative.
shoot past Lone Operative.
Shoots him if he's in a unit, doesn't ignore Lone Operative.
Matt O asks how I'm feeling about Tyranids, John. Matt O, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. I am so grateful that Games Workshop is giving me the opportunity to take my Tyranids to events this year by putting them on the bases of my Space Marines in the Leviathan box.
Yeah.
Look, I need to see points.
Listen, Fred Fortman, T-Sun's turn off his save. He still gets a 3 up invuln.
Yeah, right, because they previewed
it. You turn off their armor save, not their invuln.
And then
he's still -1 to
Then he's
wound.
merely a -1 to wound lone operative with a 3 up invuln, and it may be a 4 up feel no pain if you find a dev wound in there. The Lion chops.
I do like how in the Lion matchup, two Lions just stare at each other. Because
who's
the
gonna
first one who
charge?
charges gets hit first.
Yeah, but like I don't think the Lion kills the Lion because he's -1 to wound with a 3 up invuln.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't kill the other Lion. But eventually, one of them does.
Anyways, we don't know the points on this yet. So like, could it be fine? Sure.
What would the points have to be?
Yeah, look, GW always has the opportunity to they always have the choice to cost Dark Angels appropriately. We'll see what they choose this time. I don't want to look at the past several Dark Angels and make an assumption here.
Yes. Ryan has come up with a very real answer, which is to Doombolt them in as many turns as is necessary to kill him.
I don't know what that means. I didn't read the T-Sun's preview article.
T-Sun's, can spend Cabal points to hit you with mortal wounds, like D3+3.
Oh, just keep doing that.
Yes.
Okay, well, he doesn't heal, so, like, you only have to do, like, 20 mortal wounds to him, and then he's dead?
Yeah.
All right, easy done.
Easy.
Hope it's not a shooting attack.
It's not.
Great. Yeah, so, the Lion is good. He is, in fact, the last Dark Angels datasheet. And so I just...
yeah, he's also the first one you're going to add to a list.
He does have to be your warlord, but that's okay.
Oh, no. Anyway.
So, me personally, being a Dark Angel gamer, you know, I'm something of a Dark Angel player myself. I really like all of the Dark Angel rules. Their data sheets are great. The Unforgiven task force is also great. However, with the data sheets that they have, I might do a Gladius. Because I think that their data sheets are so good. So Armor Contempt is a wash. You've got it. A lot of these strats are like really good but situational. I can kind of make up Unforgiven Fury by just doing like a Boulder Discipline thing. Intractable is fall back and shoot. I can just do that with Tact Doctrine. Fire Discipline is cool. I can do that with Devastator Doctrine. Or like a CP. -1 damage, I cannot replicate. Grim Retribution, I cannot replicate. But like 4 out of 6 of this, I can kind of get this or close enough for being a Gladius. And then I get Advance and Charge.
Yes.
And if you give a Terminator unit that is also +1 Advance and Charge the ability to Advance and Charge, I'll take it. I'll do that. I will be that guy.
Does seem good.
That seems like something I would do. If you give the Lion the ability to Advance and Charge, I am also down for that.
Sorry, Seraph Song, you actually did not catch the early part of the video. You caught the very, very end.
Yep. So terribly sorry, Seraph Song. We are just wrapping this one out. So anyways, I think that Dark Angels are very good.
They seem very good.
And they've got some really spicy rules, and we'll see how points work out for them. But on a base, don't know the points, the rules of these units are not bad.
Yeah, I mean, if the line comes in as Slick 1000, he probably won't make won't make lists.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, that is hyperbolic, but you know.
Of course, you know, I wouldn't take him at 999 either. But somewhere in between 10 points and 999 is a points cost for the line that I would pay.
Yes.
And we'll find out what that is very soon. Because I doubt GW made him a cost that I wouldn't pay. That guy's good.
That guy rocks.
Anyways, that's going to wrap us up for Dark Angels. So, this is part 2 of 5. That means that GW has posted 5 specific Space Marina indexes, and our goal is to talk about all 5 of them today. This is good. I'm actually, like, you can't see it, but I'm in, like, my lazy boy. I'm just going to be parked here all day with my feet up and some slippers on. But I'm going to be doing it. So, make sure that you tune in later today when we're going to be going live with even more sweet, beautiful Space Marine content. As a matter of fact, I believe that our next video is going live in just about 20 minutes. And Jack, I believe that the next chapter we have chosen is one that is near and dear to your name.
The Jack Templars?
I believe the Jack Templars are coming up next.
I'm really looking forward to the Jack Templars.
So, thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please, literally, like this video and subscribe. That'll get you notified every time we go live with some amazing 10th edition content. Trust me, at the pace that GW is putting out these rules, we're going to be live a lot. We're going to have a lot to talk about. And, well, we enjoy having you in the chat. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can come hang out with the chat with us while we talk over this. This is all very fun. And there's even more 40k 10th edition content in the War Room. So maybe when you're done watching one of our videos today, maybe scroll down a little bit. Click the link in the description below this video or any of our videos. And you can get a link to thewarroom.vhx.tv. That's where you'll get a free trial to try out the Art of War War Room. In there, you can find an amazing global community, super productive, super supportive, and it is very active, especially on a day like today.
Right now, yeah.
Especially right now. So you can get that and all types of content for all levels of skill. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We will absolutely catch you next time. Tune back in a short few minutes when we talk about the Jack Templars. Bye-bye.